Hey everybody, today we're going to be putting a lanyard on our Atlas bipod. This is just a method that we use. There's other ones you can do. This is just our way. This will only work if you have the SlapJax pivot system installed on your Atlas bipod. If you haven't seen it before, what the SlapJax does is allow you to deploy the legs of your bipod without using the bipod button. By attaching paracord to the legs, you can deploy both legs at the same time. So to get started, you'll need some paracord. We're going to use a piece about 3 feet long and a piece about 1 foot long. You're going to need a lighter to melt the ends, some scissors to cut your paracord if you haven't already done so, and of course a tape measure to measure your paracord lengths. So the way we do it is to put a slip knot on each end of the long piece of paracord. Then we use a prusik knot to attach the short piece. So we'll walk through it now. Before we start tying the knot, go ahead and melt the ends of your paracord. It makes it easier to tie the knot. Okay, now the ends are melted. We're going to start off by making a loop. Give yourself plenty of free length to use to make this knot. So once we have the loop, we're going to hold that with our hand and do 3 wraps. And the wraps are going to be going back towards the loop. So it's 1, 2, 3. Once we get the 3 wraps, stick the end through those 3 wraps. Now we're going to snug it down. It doesn't need to be super tight yet, just get it snug. Kind of fix the knot. Make sure it functions as it should. Then flip it over and do the other end. Same thing, leave plenty of free length on this one. Make the loop, 3 wraps. And then stick the end back through. Clean the knot a little bit. Again, it doesn't need to be super tight right now. And that's done. Next, we're going to put the prusik knot in the middle of our long length of paracord. So, first of all, bend this piece in half, and we're going to do an overhand knot. Okay, try to minimize the amount of extra length we have sticking out. Once that's done, go underneath your long piece of paracord. Okay, so we push it over once, go back around on the inside, we do it a second time. We'll just do 2 of those loops there for the Prusik knot. And that is our basic knot. Now we're going to tighten it down a little bit. So just work out the extra slack in this knot. Takes a minute just to get all the slack out. We want it to move freely, but still has some friction on the paracord. All right, that's where we want it. Okay, that's the basic setup. Now we take our bipod. This is an Atlas CAL. And we're going to install the paracord slip knot on each end onto the bipod. And notice where we're putting the paracord on the bipod. Okay. Now we want to snug down the knot on each end. And the Prusik knot makes it easy here because we can just center that as a little pull tab. Now we have our basic lanyard for our bipod. This is what it'll look like when it's all done. The ends have been trimmed and melted flat. So we'll put it back on our bipod and be finished. Once again, make sure the Prusik knot is centered and you're all done.